Hello everyone and welcome to another live protocol video. In this video I'm going to be talking about the INTJ personality type and why they are viewed as being one of the most dangerous of all the 16. Is there any truth to it? What makes other people believe that they are dangerous, and are they indeed dangerous, or can they be dangerous? I have one thing to say, being an INTJ, is that we are naturally very conflict averse, so I do not believe we have a tendency to be dangerous, but there are certain situations that can, trigger that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.
What makes INTJs dangerous? Before I start the video, let me disclose that there are various degrees of growth to all personality types. This video illustrates the difference between a healthy and mature INTJ versus an unhealthy one. Let's begin. I would say INTJs are more prone to retaliate than to start fights, and even then, they will only do so when they feel betrayed or cornered. And very rarely, if ever, INTJs intentionally start conflicts. To enforce this point, we need to understand that INTJs don't usually express their opinions unless they have a clear understanding of the topic. For them to really engage in an argument with someone, they need to feel safe that their reasoning makes sense, or at least it is logically correct. Just in case the other person also makes a good point, this way they ensure they won't lose, and the worst that could happen would be a tie. But I advise anyone that has a feud with an INTJ not to try to solve it in a public setting. That will just anger the INTJ. They don't like to be the center of attention, and they see it as somewhat of a cheap shot. They believe if you have a problem with them, it can be resolved privately, without making a spectacle. But in case someone does challenge them publicly, then they are in for a world of psychological hurt. INTJ's powerful intuition, combined with their strong sense of observation, would have made them aware that there was friction with that person beforehand. So they've armed themselves with all the ammunition they could, to address various possible outcomes, in case a conflict does happen. This means they are ready and prepared for almost anything. They are rarely blindsided. So whatever the other person throws at them, it will bounce back with double the intensity, to the point that the other person will try to change the subject, or try to end the conversation. Guess what? The INTJ will remain focused on the problem, and won't let them deviate. Now two possible scenarios can occur. If it's a healthy INTJ, he or she will take the win and move on. The satisfaction of the victory will be enough. But in the case of an unhealthy INTJ, then the beatdown begins. This is when the INTJ will drop all the ammunition they had prepared, maybe even weeks prior. Until the other person is left crying, walks away, or storms off. The problem is, now that person has created a powerful enemy. INTJs can be dangerous, mostly due to their long-term planning skills, laser-focused objectivity, and unwavering determination. When they direct these skills towards a grudge, things can get scary. The healthy INTJ. The healthy INTJ will resolve the matter in a calm but decisive way, letting people know that he or she does not indulge in such matters, showing that they are not to be messed with, and that's that. Their actions are more reminiscent of teaching a lesson. I'm not saying lesson in its pejorative sense, I'm talking about a lesson a teacher would teach a student. The unhealthy INTJ. If they're dealing with a younger, undeveloped, or older but unhealthy INTJ, things will gradually begin to get more and more serious. INTJs at their most unhappy state will go after revenge. The target person will not know it, because everything will be meticulously planned in silence, inside the INTJ mind. They wait until the other person gains a false sense of security, and when they completely drop their guard, that's when the plan goes into action. INTJs are out-of-the-box thinkers, so nothing is off-limits. They can adapt their ways of torment, depending on the person they are dealing with. Psychological torment, making someone feel insecure about themselves, about their job, relationships, getting them fired, etc. Sabotaging of the physical or material, if they believe that will cause the most distress. The way INTJs tackle problems is by completely and definitively solving the problem. The same approach will be used against someone they consider to be an enemy. A word of advice. For all INTJs who might be on the vindictive path, try to control your anger, or better yet, Direct it into something constructive that will yield rewards in the future. For the person picking on the INTJ, do you really want to make enemies? Is it really that important to you, to bring someone down? Tread carefully, because it might backfire in ways you can't even imagine. If you liked the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. That will allow us to keep making more videos like this. For more related content, please click on one of the suggested videos. Thank you for watching.